So, once upon a time, there was this goober Roblox dev called Alex. He decided, what if I make a Minecraft Anarchy server, but for alpha? He quickly found out that you really can't do that, so he made it in beta 1.1 and named it AlphaAnarchy. He then said to himself, but how will I advertise this server? So he went to Reddit and was like, please! Play my Minecraft server, please! A couple people were like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. Some notable names from that were Fitmc Salc1 and Broslab. Alex launched a server and was like, yay! I have players! One small problem. Everyone got bored pretty fast. There were some builds, but not many, and a lot of the original player base left within a week or two. For the most part, people were peaceful and civil, but that's when there was a disturbance in the force. A little few guys from this place called 9B90 joined the server and instantly began fucking shit up. Notable names were Optikept, whatever. Squidmaster98 and Sci-Fi. LavaCast started forming at spawn. Squidmaster got to the Farlands. Wait, really? The fucking Farlands? Really? Okay. The Farlands. On top of that, another gaggle of idiots showed up with names like H29, Stever, ScottX, and HomeT. On top of all of this, there was an active dupe on AlphaAnarchy. With all this mucking about, Alex was getting really overwhelmed and needed another dev. That's when MyTask came in. MyTask, a former Golden Age Minecraft mod developer, somehow got roped into being the lead dev of AlphaAnarchy, creating the absolute worst alt plugin known to man called MyAlt. Shit was going batshit insane. Something new happening daily, but it was the same old players doing this stuff. Not a lot of new faces coming in and staying in. So Opstep had an idea. A spawn base at 1K, where everyone was invited and he can get new players accustomed to the server and its player base. That base was named the Farlanders Outpost, but no one called it that besides him, so the name's 1K. 1K lasted 10 days before getting greets by H29, ScottX, and HomeT. One long-standing player came out of 1K. That was Caffeine 2001. As the server grew in popularity, Alex and MyTask couldn't keep up with the server by themselves, so a third dev came in. That third dev was H29. Little did Alex know at the time, that would become one of the biggest mistakes in AlphaAnarchy history. With H29 as a dev now, along with MyTask and Alex, it was going pretty smooth for a good bit, but then, out of literally nowhere, disaster struck. Farbase, the base of the Farlands that Squidmaster founded, was griefed. Not only was it griefed, but there were zero signs pointing to how the person who griefed it got there. The only thing that was left there was a sign that read "Love from Russia." Little did we know, that would mark the start of something mental. 3 accounts using Russian names started appearing frequently on the server, killing anyone in their sight and griefing any base they could find. Despite being new players and no active dupe on the server, they seemed to have unlimited TNT, and no matter what happened, no one could kill them. Who they were was completely unknown, but the general theory amongst the player base was that it was H29 and friends, using H29 dev powers to admin abuse, with Alex denying the claims, stating H29 didn't have panel access, so there was no way such thing could happen. It kept getting worse and worse. The server was growing at a rapid rate, reaching its all-time player count that was still over a year later have yet to surpass. But the Russians continued terrorizing the server with no signs of stopping. But one day out of nowhere, Alex announced that he sold the server to an anonymous friend that would simply go under the name. Alex too took over the server, and the same day the identity of the Russians were revealed to be H29, HomeT, and ScottX. The community was outraged, calling foul play on Alex 1's part. Hours later, the server went down, with the announcement from Alex 2 stating they found a backdoor in the server's code made by H29, and the server will be down for a week while they recode the entire server. 5 days later, it went back up, but the damage has been done. With the server being gone for almost a week, a lot of players quit and only came back for a little to see what was going on. The server was in. During this time, only the most loyal of AA players are left, with names like Fexus, Squidmaster98, Caffeine 2001, Broslab, and Pie Consumer. Not much happened during this time. Trinity 2, a base was founded by Sci-Fi, and later taken over by Fexus and Squidmaster98. It was thriving, but not much else was happening on the server, but that's when Alex 2 announced. Alex 2 announced that December 1st, 2023, the server will be updating to beta 1.2, leading to a new direction for the server where every 6 months the community will vote on if the server updates. But he did warn the server will never go past beta 1.7.3. The community quickly sprung into action, advertising the hell out of it, with Caffeine 2001 making 2 videos promoting the beta 1.2 update that drug in a lot of new players, such as Pole717, Polly, also known as F underscore, Medmex, Boybolol, and many more. Things were starting to ramp up a bit, with Polly creating a new private client on the server called CatHack. CatHack would go on to introduce modules the server hasn't seen before. Shortly following, Medmex created Mmod, a semi-public client that exposed a massive amount of exploits to the public. This right here was what started. With Nmod and CatHack going module for module, trying to outdo each other, there was a third private client called Squid Client, which was a fork of Stever's Shit Client. Although it lacked all the features that these clients had, it was used by most of the OG players. It was also sought after by new players due to the propaganda that Nmod was a ratted client. That was mainly spearheaded by Squidmaster and Broslab, where Broslab went as far as the fake being ratted to scare the community of a possible risk of using the client. The client Cold War was a big reason why lots of clients today on AlphaAnarchy have the standard they are held to, as Nmod and CatHack consistently trying to prove who was better. During the Cold War, Medmex dropped the absolute bombshell. Just when he thought he was done with the server, H29 gave old months worth of server logs, with the IPs taken out to Medmex, giving him access to everyone's location at the time, leading to bases like Trinity 2 being found and stashes being taken. Although before much damage was done, Medmex leaked the entire thing in general chat of the Discord, so now the entire community had access to countless of cores of players' bases. H29 servers.log leak is still being used today to find old bases and stashes, as it's been months and the community has yet to scratch the surface of what was held in that file. The 1-year anniversary of the server was fastly approaching, with Squidmaster leading the charge for a spawn base that would be stationed at 2K2K Overworld, where anyone could come, and in his words, Grillions must be friends. He knew certain members of the community wouldn't let this be a peaceful time. That's when, as Squidmaster was looking through the server.logs, he found some really strange far out coordinates. He didn't know exactly what they could be, so he quickly went there, and lo and behold, he found a backdoored H29 stash with backdoored armor that gave you thousands of health. With this knowledge, he knew he had to bring an account with this armor to 1YA base. Now with Squidmaster effectively unkillable at the 1YA base, he could defend it against anyone. The day of the base rolled around as people started flooding to the base. 3 people showed up, looking for nothing but trouble. Medmex, Boybolo, and Tango showed up and instantly started killing players. But thanks to Squid's backdoored armor, he was able to dispose of them quickly. Everything was peaceful until an account of H29 logged on and was shortly at the 1YA base and started placing TNT. As he was blowing up the base, Squidmaster went to kill him. That's when we all realized he was also wearing the same backdoored armor as Squidmaster. They dueled for what felt like hours, chasing each other around the base, and ultimately Squidmaster was the first to run out of health. What felt like H29 ruining the 1YA base, and all hope lost, H29 made a massive mistake that would cost him the last of his backdoored armor. He ate a golden apple which reset his health back to normal. Just like that, he was like everyone else. He shortly after logged off, with people slowly starting to come back to repair the remains of the 1YA base. And hours left in the night, everyone had a great time. The day after 1YA, Alex 2, the anonymous server dev, came clean to who they were. They were none other than Squidmaster98, Pie Consumer, and Caffeine 2001. The general feeling in the community was, whatever. The server's running good, so who cares? And with that, led us into, we have now reached what we currently are at the history of the server. The server is growing with the new generation of players coming to write their own name in AlphaAnarchy history books. With that being said, thank you for watching. You can join AlphaAnarchy with a Discord and IP below. Carve your history.